Hi, everyone. We're going to be talking about your house. What's our objective? Well, we want to use the present simple to talk about a family house. We're going to warm up using some words, asking some information questions like who? Who is it? What? What is that? Where? Where is it? How much is it? Why is it? How much? Okay. Also, we may need to personalize the situation like, did you ever have a table or have you ever had an apartment? All right, now we can look at some example houses. We have two white houses. Which one do you like the most? Why? Why do you like that house more? Are these the kind of houses that people in your country live in? What kind of house do people in your country live in? It could be a house that is two stories. It could be something that is a cottage. Okay, it could be a duplex. All right, we have two more pictures. We have a red brick two-story on top. On the bottom, we have a white fence, right? We have a fence, and I think that's a blue house. I think it's a blue house. Let's look at our questions. It says, what is your house made of? What about the other houses in your city? What is it made of? For example, I know in our last slide we had this one is made of wood and this one is made of like a stucco. It's an older one. And here we have brick and here we have wood. So what is your house made of? What about the other houses in your city? Do they have houses? Oh, sorry. Do the houses in your area have gardens? Okay, if you have an apartment, maybe you don't have a garden. Maybe you have a garden if you have a house or a townhouse. What about your neighbor's house? Can you describe it? Can you think right now, what does your neighbor's house look like? Can you describe it? All right, now let's look at furniture. What about furniture? Do you have any modern furniture? Any antiques? Do you like things that are old antiques? What kind of furniture do you prefer? I see here we have a red couch. It looks comfortable. I can see we have a dining room table and a nice window that's bright. Okay, what about the color in your room? What color are the walls? Oh, my house is different. It has some pink, some red walls, very different. You can see we're spelling it with a U. If you live in America, we don't need to put the U. Only in British English do they put the U. You don't need to. What about this? Do you have art in your house? Pictures and paintings on the walls. Do you have these rooms in your house? I don't have a library. um, Dining room also. Do you have a dining room? What other rooms in the house do you have? It says, do you have a pet? Where does it live? Some people have their dogs sleep outside, but other people have a kennel. A kennel. At night, they will put their dog in a kennel. What about this? Do you have any other rooms or places in your house? Do you have a children's bedroom with a crib? A baby crib in a children's bedroom? Do you have an attic? If you have an attic, you can put old clothes in the attic. You can put old furniture in the attic. Do you have an attic? Does your house have any of these? Wow, these are pretty fun. What are these? Well, we have a swimming pool, a veranda. You can also call this your porch. Porch. We have a play set with play equipment and a barbecue. Do you have any of these? Would this be in your ideal house? This is a good question. What would be your ideal house, the perfect house? My perfect house has a swimming pool. Wow. My dream house has a swimming pool. What about you? Do you have any of these things or do you want them? Okay, sometimes before you speak in class, you want to hear an example. You say, what am I going to say? What can I talk about? Look at this example, and it will help you tonight when you need to talk in class and tell me these answers to the questions. Okay, let's read this story together and learn it. It says, our home is in a quiet, leafy suburb north of the city. We have a two-story house with a large back garden and a smaller front yard. Like many houses in my city, our home is made of wood. The house is painted gray and it has a dark gray roof. There are a few steps that lead up to the front door. On the ground level, there is a large living area, the dining room, and the kitchen. The house is old and it has a fireplace that we use in winter. Also, there is a washroom and a laundry on the ground floor. There are stairs that lead to the first floor. On this floor is my bedroom, my sister's room, and my parents' room. There is also a small study and library where my parents sometimes work at the weekend. There are two more washrooms on this floor. We also have an attic, which we use to store camping equipment and old furniture. Under the house is a large basement, but we don't really use it except for storing our gardening tools. Attached to the house is a garage where my parents park their cars. I like the back garden because there is plenty of room for my dog to play. He has a kennel at the back of the garden. We also have a swimming pool. Next to the swimming pool is a swing and a seesaw, which we bought for my little sister. There is a sand pit too, but I don't use it anymore. There is a large veranda and barbecue too, because my family likes entertaining family, friends, and other family members. All right, now we need to prepare to talk to me and tell me this information. It says, now tell your teacher, I live in a big house, a small house downtown. I live in a big brick building. Our house is one level. Our house is two stories. Our house is old. Our house is new. It has, describe the rooms and the furniture. It has a big living room. It has many windows. It has two stories. My favorite room, we talked about this last time. Most of you said your favorite room is either the living room so you can watch TV and relax, or your bedroom so you can go away and relax. The last thing I want us to talk about is What is outside? It says outside there is, maybe you're going to talk about a garden or a pool or a fence or a kennel. What is outside? Do you have a barbecue? And our last question is, I like our house because. What are some reasons you really like your house? I've lived in a lot of different locations. I really like our house that we have right now because it has um, it has a big patio for parties outside.